We welcome you to Capolia's Field. Here is the defending 2026 Mid-Penn Commonwealth champs are going to host Central Mountain. Hello, everybody. My name's Aiden Stevens. We welcome you to a beautiful day here at Capolia's Field. Last week was very muggy, such a blah week, I feel like would be the best way to describe it. But the sun is out, few clouds in sight, and we're ready for a good ball game here today. Central Mountain, a 5A school here on the road at Mifflin County. Mifflin County is going to have a bullpen game. Expect a lot of different arms. It's going to start with Parker Crownover, and then really from Coach Humpel, let's go from there. Central Mountain 12-4, but they play in a 5A division, so at 12-4 might not be 12-4 in 6A. They play teams like Mifflinburg, Hazleton, Puxatawny, Williamsport, Selinsgrove, but this team did beat State College 6-5 earlier in April, but have not played Altoona, the other District 6 team, which those two teams will play Friday, and the Huskies await the winner next Wednesday. That'll be the next time we are live, but this is the final game for the Huskies in the class of 2026 at Capolia's Field. We're going to have the anthem. We're going to have starting lineups. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MC TV Baseball.
A reminder that Mifflin County High School, like all properties of the Mifflin County School District, is a tobacco-free zone. No smoking or tobacco products
Central Mountain,
of
as you
any
just heard in
kind
that
are
open,
permitted on the
is one of the top
premises.
teams in the Heartland 1. Again, only 6 teams in that conference, but they're 8-1 in
And
conference
fans are
play.
expected to do
Very
three
solid year
things.
last year. Only lost 2
Let the
games, but a
players
deep run in
play,
postseason
let the
all
coaches
the way
coach,
early on
and let
into
the
June.
umpires
So
call
this is a
today's
solid program
game.
in Central Mountain. They have not faced off against Mifflin County this season. They played each other
Will
last
be
year, so
asked to
it'll be
lead.
an interesting one we have here on tap.
And now for the
Two
starting
things up
lineup.
before they play
First
next
for
week.
Central
in
Mountain,
district playoff matchup.
coached by Michael Kramer, and assisted by James Gallagher, Dan Henninger, John Hanna Jr., Asher Coral, John Herman, Bob Conway, Mike Bowers, and Kevin McCloskey. Leading off and playing center field, number 4, Spanish Taekwondo.
They've got a good thing going here, and they want to keep it going.
Batting second and playing shortstop, number 10,
These young men that are
Blake
seniors want to
Walker.
win out all the way across.
Batting third,
Surely the case. And for both of these
number
teams, in Mifflin
16,
County and Central Mountain, a lot of veterans and seniors on both of these rosters. And a new starting lineup. Go to those lineups. Right now, leading off with the visitors, Central Mountain, center fielder Felix Oquendo, followed by the shortstop Blake Walker, catcher up first, play-up spot, first baseman Aiden Jones, followed by second baseman Darius Cade. Dane Hanna's out on the mound, the senior arm for Central Mountain, but batting in his place will be the DH Luke Nunmaker, followed by Austin Frank, Hayes Miller, and Jay Frank Sanchez. Starting lineup for the
playing right field, number 1,
Wildcats. And for Mifflin County, what's your usual starting lineup? Evan Sherhacker leads it off, followed by Matt Weaver, Carl Shirey, Chase Lisa, Jaden Smith back in play for Mifflin County, although he will not back in the spot. The DH back girl, followed by Easton Lepley, Lincoln Ruby, Parker Crowder will be out on the hill, and he will back for Mifflin County. And he's running after starting lineup for the Huskies. He's the right fielder, Reese Christoph.
senior, number 27, Madden Weaver.
Now starting out to the
Batting third and playing shortstop, junior, number 15, Carl Shirey.
Get a little more in depth defensively how Mifflin County lineups. As I mentioned, Parker Crownover will have the start for Mifflin County. Easton Lepley, the catcher for the Huskies. Jaden Smith again coming back from some injury, and he'll start over at first base, his usual spot. Madden Weaver, the second baseman, and over at third base, Lincoln Rubel, and a shortstop, Carl Shirey, and across the outfield, left to right, it'll be Chris Fleischer, Evan Strohacker, and Reese Christine. So Mifflin County's going to turn out defensively against this Central Mountain squad, facing the top 3 in the Wildcat order, and Felix O'Connor, Blake Walker, and Watt Gross. Reese Christine's name is right off the final one. Come up for Mifflin County, and with that, coming up in a few moments here on WCHX 105.5. So with that, we step aside and take a break. First pitch is coming up after this, brought to you by DJ Digital Jeremy here at the Bullpen Studio.
If you are able, would you please rise and place your right hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem? Good luck to both teams today.
On the bump, starting for the Huskies, it's going to be number 8, Parker Crownover. It'll be Crownover on the bump, behind the plate, senior catcher Easton Lepley. At the corners, Jaden Smith. He'll be fielding. He won't be hitting today due to that arm injury that happened last week against Cumberland Valley. Weaver and Shire maintain the middle of the infield, and Rubel will be in third base. In the outfield, it'll be Leister in left, followed by All-State second-teamer Evan Strohecker in center. Then in right field, it will be Reese Chris Stein. The Huskies have the number 1 seed in the district. For the playoffs, they will play that game next week. The Huskies won the Mid-Penn. Leading off will be Felix Aquando. Wanda, the center fielder, does have a lot of speed on him. Huskies said they need to target the top 4 in the lineup early, and they get on base often. That was the words from head coach Ray Hoffel in the pregame debriefing. So now the center fielder steps up to the plate. It is 4:17 here on the East Coast. Crownover. Here comes the first pitch from Crownover. Outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. First pitch at 4:17. That one's called strike 1. Both teams having the energy up here early. Here comes the 1-1. Take strike 2. Got the outside part of the plate. Here comes the 1-2. That one popped up. Rubel calling for it. We'll have the first out of the frame. 1 up, 1 down here to lead us off. Now coming up to the plate will be the third baseman, Blake Walker. So the senior third baseman steps up into the box. First pitch. Take strike 1. pretty forgiving strike zone behind the plate. That one chopped down the line foul, hit the top of the fence. So 0-2. Conover gets it. Here comes the 0-2. Called up. 1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2. Popped up once more. Weaver's going to call for it. Catches it for the second out. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down here in the opening frame. How about Watt Probst catching for Central Mountain. Mifflin County started the season 1-3. That one hit back up the middle. Strohacker gets under it for the third out. 3 up, 3 down when we return. Bottom half of the first. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to Capoli's Field. Coming up to the plate, All-State second teamer center fielder making his last start at Capoli's Field, number 23, Evan Strohacker. Weaver on deck, Shirey in the hole if we get there. Or when we get there, I should say. First pitch to Strohacker, swings through strike one. Strohacker gave a little bit of a smile back to the dugout. On the bump, Dane Hanna, senior. There comes the 0-1 from Hanna to Strohacker. Sets, fires. Strohacker clubs that one into center. That one's going to find a glove for the first out. So Weaver comes up 4 up, 4 down through the start of this game. Now Weaver, the second baseman, comes up to the plate. First pitch, takes strike one. 0-1 the count. Comes the 0-1. Take strike 2. Comes the 0-2. Weaver popped it out of play. Oh, 2 still a count. Here comes the 0-2. Foul tipped, able to hang in there. Words from Coach Hopple. Span the zone. Sit hard, adjust down. Weaver is done just that, fouling off the last 2. This will be the 6th pitch, or the 5th pitch of the at bat. Catcher setting up way outside. That's called ball 1, 1-2. 1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2. Weaver hits that one to second. Field clean, throw over to first in time for the second out. Shirey comes up with 2 out. Shirey, that's one hit to second as well. Throw over to first in time. 3 up, 3 down in the frame. We return top half of the second. 0-0 still our score. We welcome you back to Capoli's Field, top half of the second. It went 6 up, 6 down in the first. So now coming up to the plate, Hayden Jones, first baseman for the Wildcats. Guy never gets set. Here comes the first pitch. Take strike 1. Got the inside part of the plate on the 2-seamer. Comes the 0-1. That one hit to third. Rubel throws it over to first in time for the out. Nice to see Jaden Smith still on the field. Take strike 1. Got the upper part of the plate. Takes ball 1. 1's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Foul tip, strike 2. comes the 1-2. Takes ball 2. 2-2 the count. Comes the 2-2. That one hit up the gap. It'll get through for a single. And it took 7 outs, but we finally have our first base runner and hit of the game. And it goes to the Wildcats. Now Luke Knownmaker, the lefty, steps up to the plate. Runner on first. Ground over gets set. First pitch, thought about going. Takes ball 1. Pick off and safely. One out, 1 out. Runner on first. That one hit into center field. Strauhacker getting under it. Throws it down over to first without question. Barely in there. So now coming up, Austin Frank. Wind is blowing. From first to third, we'll say the wind's blowing in that direction. Turnover checks on the runner. First pitch. High and in. 1-0. One 0, 2 away. Swings through strike 2. Comes the 1-1. Takes outside 2-1. Hillisfield here for the last time at Capoliez Field. Count overs 2-1. That one picked in the dirt. 3-1 the count. Heard that it is a bullpen game for the Huskies. Comes to 3-1. That one hit to short. Shire, he's going to drop it after getting it. It was a tough play. First and second with 2 away. First and second, 2 away. Lefty comes up to the plate. First pitch from Crownover, high and in, ball 1. Crownover looks set. Checks back on the runner at second. Here comes the 1-0. Crownover chopped that one foul down the first base line. 1-1 the count. Crownover gets set out there on the bump. First and second comes the 1-1. Back pick and the runner at first. In there safe without question. It's 2-1 the count. Takes ball 3. 3-1 the count. Crowner gets set. The 3-1. Takes strike 2. Batter thought it was. Batter thought it was well for, and to be honest, I think everybody else did besides home plate umpire. So the count is full. Runners will be off as the scoreboard is lit up. Crowner gets set. Time called by the batter. Here comes the payoff. Takes ball 4. So the bases are loaded. I believe that will be it, maybe, for Crownover? No. Bases juiced. 2 outs, top of the second. First pitch from Crownover. Takes high, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. That one in the dirt, 2-0 the count. The 2-0 from Crownover. Called strike 1. 2-1. Comes the 2-1. Low and away, 3-1.
Yet another 3-1 count. Third time the season's captain here.
Crownover gets set. The 3-1. Called strike 2. Count goes full. Runners will be off. Full count once more. Bases juiced. Scoreboard is lit up. The payoff. Chop down the line at third. Rubel. Throw over to first. That one gets away. 2 runs have scored. It is 2-0 Wildcat lead.
Tough to play. Certainly had to run that throw over. High chopper, soft play, had to run up on him. Matter of fact, 2 runs scored. Here was Chavez on the throw. 5 people. 2-0 Central Mountain lead.
Just to squeeze a bunt down. Call that a strike, I believe. So I believe here comes the 0-1. I could be wrong. That one hit right to Smith. Catches it on the fly. Huskies trail 2-2. But we return 4-5-6 to open the frame. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MC TV Baseball. So Chase Leisters are going to come up to the plate to lead us off in the bottom of the second. Leister chops out one foul down the line. 0-1. Mifflin County has battled back in their last 2 games. 0-1. Leister hit the short, throw over to first, in time for the out. Here comes first pitch. Gerwick takes ball 1. Comes the 1-0 to Gerwick, DHing for Smith. That one, dead ball, rolled back to the fence. One's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here comes the 1-1. Takes inside, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. Inside, called, strike 2. Here comes the 2-2. Gerwick chops it the other way to the first baseman for the second out. So Lefley will come up. 2 outs. First pitch to Lefley. High for ball 1. One 0. Takes strike 1. Lefley calls time. Lefley has 2 home runs on the season. 3 runs shot against Central Dauphin, or 3 run shot against Cumberland Valley, and a 2 run shot against Central Dauphin. Both here. That one chopped to third. Throw over to first. That's way over. So there's some contact at first. Lefley will be the first base runner for the Huskies. We're going to have a courtesy runner here. So Beamer is going to courtesy run for the catcher. So now Rubel comes up to the plate. Runner on first, 2 away. Here comes the 1-1. Rubel pokes that one down into right field. That's going to get down. Beamer's going to be on his way to third. He is safe down at third. Beamer with some hustle goes from first to third. Crownover now comes up with runners on the corners. Mifflin County's been resilient as far as the season. Crowner recalls time. On the corners, 2 away. Dying run is at first base. Leading runs at the plate in form of Parker Crownover. Started this game for the Huskies. Here comes first pitch to Crownover. Fouled it off. 0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1 to Crownover. Low and outside. 1-1 the count. One with runners on the corners with Christine on deck. That one blocked by the catcher. 2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1. Crownover, ground that one to third. Throw over to first. Out number 3. And we return top half of the third. Huskies trail by 2. We welcome you back to Capoliez Field on the bump now. Jude Zook, we expected it to be a bullpen game, and we have our first pitching change of the game for the white and black. Mifflin County in the white jerseys, white pants, black hats. Central Mountain in the white pants, blue jerseys, white helmets. To lead us off in the top of the third inning. Zook gets set. He's had one appearance before. That one's ball one in the third. It'll be Blake Walker. Zook has one appearance. He played against Cedar Cliff in that doubleheader. That ball's hit left field, giving chase. That's going to get down into the gap. He'll be on his horse to second. He's going to hold at second, and he'll have a standing double. Lead us off in the frame. So runner on second, nobody away. First pitch from Zook. That one hit back up the middle. We're going to send the runner around home. He is in there standing. 3-0 is our score. Kyle Everett, going to courtesy run for the catcher. So Jones now comes up to the plate. That one blocked by Lepley. Inside, 2 of the count from Zook. The one already threw. Nobody out in the frame, and a runner on first. Two-0. Take strike one. The 2-1 from Zook. High, 3-1 the count. Pick off and safe. Take strike 2. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it once more. Payoff pitch once more from Zook. Takes high. There'll be runners on first and second with nobody away. Corner's flying in. Step off. We'll do it once more. Pick off. Now in a pickle. Throw down to third in time. Got the tag. Nice job by Zook to get the pick off at second. 1 away. Nearly hurdled Rubel, the third baseman. That one's high. 1-0. Comes the 1-0. That one hit center field. Strohacker will get under it for the out. 2-1. Takes ball 1-1 the count. Mifflin County awaits the winner of State College at Altoona Friday. That game will be taking place, and then that following Wednesday. That one gets through the 3-4 gap. Station to station ball right now. But Mifflin County awaits the winner of that game on Friday. Next Wednesday, Mount Aloysius District 6 6A Championship. Mifflin County looking to get revenge for last year's walk-off loss. First pitch. Takes strike one. Comes the 0-1. Inside. 1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1. Had him swinging. Strike two. There comes the 1-2. That one hammered center field. Strauhecker's going to get under it for the third out. Central Mountain adds on another. We return. Bottom half of the third. Huskies trail by 3. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to Capolia's Field. 9-1-2 to open the frame, so it'll start with Reese Christine. First pitch to Christine. Christine popped up high left field. Left fielder giving chase. It's under it for the first out. First pitch to Striker takes high. 1 out. Takes high 2-0. Takes high 3-0. Here comes the 3-0 to Strohacker. Takes ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to the All-State second teamer, and expect him to get off with his speed. Weaver comes up. Takes strike 1. 0-1 the count. Weaver takes that one. Takes a weird bounce back down the first base line. Starker was already off. Starker will be in scoring position. First Husky on second or third all day. We are 2 1/3 through. One's across the board for Weaver. Calls time. Third baseman playing in. Here comes the 1-1. Weaver's talking to the umpire. He might have saw something maybe balk-worthy, like maybe thought he saw a balk from the right-handed pitcher. Here comes the 1-1. Weaver takes strike 2. 1-2 the count. Time called by the catcher.
It almost looked like it was off the side of it. And then Weaver, 1 out, runner at second. Apparently with 1 hit so far.
One hit for the Dogs. There's a runner on second, and the second hit would be very timely in this situation. Comes the 1-2 to Weaver. Sets, fires. Takes outside. 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 to Weaver. Weaver popped it weakly into left field. Left fielder giving chase. It's going to get down. Fair. Everybody thought it was foul. Weaver's going to take second. There's 2 in scoring position with 1 away for Carl Shirey. 2 bloop hits for the Huskies. One away. Two in scoring position for Shire. First pitch takes high. One out. Here comes the 1-0. Takes strike one. One's across the board. Comes the 1-1. Shire swings through strike two. 1-2 the count. Comes the 1-2. Shire hits that one. Jumping grab by the shortstop. He's not able to get Weaver at second. Great job by Weaver not going early. That's probably a 2-run saving play. Now Leister comes up. Leister's been one of the most clutch batters for the Huskies. To name a couple of examples, he had the walk-off hit into the gap against Cumberland Valley, which in theory won them the league, and also had 2 runs against Chambersburg. Had a 2-run double, which Huskies won that game by 1. So effectively, that also won the league for the Huskies. Without Leister, realistically, the Huskies finished second, and they may have even finished third in the league, depending on where everything would have played out. 2 in scoring, 2 away. The 1-0. Takes strike one. 1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1 to Leister. Leister popped it up, giving chase. Right fielder gets under it for the third out. When we return, top half of the fourth, Huskies still trail by 3. New arm on the bump for the Huskies. Number 32, Wyatt Parks, steps up to the bump. First pitch from Parks outside, 1-0. 1-0 from Parks. Takes ball 2 in the dirt, 2-0. Miller at the plate. Comes to 2-0. It's low 3-0. After today, the Huskies have postseason as there's a 4-pitch walk. We await the winner of State College and Altoona. Blocked. 1-0 the count. Comes the 1-0. Take strike one. 1-1 the count. There comes the 1-1. Throw down to second. Throw back down to first. He is out. So the bunt and run didn't work at all. 2-1 the count. I'm going to say he held off on the bunt. 2-1 the count. Popped up. Lepley giving chase. Gets under it for the out.
2 outs.
So now top of the order, due up. First pitch takes strike one. Takes ball one. 1-1 the count. Swings through strike two. Fouled back the first base line. Here comes the 1-2. Takes high, twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2. That one hit. Weakly caught. 3 up, 3 down for the Huskies when we return bottom of the 4th on MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to a live MCTV baseball production. We head into the bottom of the fourth. This game going by very quickly as we just reached the hour mark. Recently for the Huskies, we've had some pretty long games. First pitch to Gerwick. Gerwick hits that one. That one, shortstop's not able to make a jump and grab. So Gerwick will be on first base. Looks like Cooper Walters is going to get ready to courtesy run, I believe, or pinch run. We'll see. But now Lepley comes up to the plate. First pitch to Lepley. Takes strike one. 0-1 the count. Time called. Rubel on deck has one of the three Husky hits. There comes the 0-1. Swings through, strike two, but Garwick will be on second without ease. Or with ease, my apologies. 0-2 the count. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lepley lays off. 1-2 the count. Comes the 1-2 to the senior catcher. Swings through strike three. Lepley will go down swinging. Rubel, who has a hit to right fielder. Here comes first pitch. That one's spiked, blocked by the catcher. 1-0 the count. Comes the 1-0 to the third baseman. Designated hitter Gerwick, who's taking over first base. That one hit right field. That one will go foul. One across the board. With 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom half of the fourth, Huskies trail by 3, but have had 3 runners in scoring position over the last 2 innings. Here comes the 1-1 to Rubel. That one grounded to first. Will advance the runner over. But now that brings Parks up. Christine on deck. If we get there, there's 2 away with a runner on third for Wyatt Parks. First pitch takes inside. 1-0 the count. It's 1-0. Takes strike one. 1-1 the count. 1-1. Parks foul tip. Falls behind 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 to Parks. Popped up. Right center field. It's under it for the third out. Huskies still a trail by 3. We head to the 5th. You're watching FC TV Baseball. We welcome you back to Capoli's Field. A very different lineup rolled out here for the Huskies. Behind the plate, still Lefley and Rubel still at third. But other than that, everything has been different from the opening frame. BY Park still on the bump. Gerwick now at first. Ezra Beamer playing second. Hartung is checked in over at short. Left field, Cooper Walters. Center field, Gatlin Kaufman. And in right, Joel Beamer. So, it's mostly the non-starters, except for the exception of, you'd see Hartung, you'd see Rubel, you'd see Lepley, and you usually see Joel in some situations, but guys who don't usually get a lot of playing time currently in with the likes of Parks, Ezra Beamer. That one pop foul out of play. But you have Gatlin Kaufman at center, Cooper Walters in third. 1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2. High, 2-2. That one hit left field. Walters able to get under it for the first out. Nice job by Cooper to get under that one. There's one away. Takes ball 1. Comes the 1-0. Swings through. Strike 1. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. With nobody on in the frame. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back. That one hit left play in the helmet. You don't usually see that often. 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. That one hit into left field for a base hit. So Jones now comes up to the plate. Oh for 1 with a walk, Jones is. Everett, who's courtesy ran once today, he's back out there. One away with a runner on first. Here comes the 0-0. Takes ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. Takes ball 2. Blocked in the dirt, 3-0.
Well, the name 3-0.
Runner on first, 1 away. Takes strike 1. 3-1.
Strike 1.
That one hit 6.
Ground ball over to second base.
3 in time for the double play. That'll end the frame. Huskies still trail by 3. We will go to the bottom of the 5th. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MC TV Baseball. We welcome you back to Capoli's Field. Cooper Walters is going to be leading us off here in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch to Walters. Takes in the dirt. 1 out. Here comes the 1-0. Takes strike 1. 1-1 the count. Takes high. 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 to Walters. Left fielder. Takes high and inside. 3-1. After the game, all the seniors are going to be having their final cuts, their final trip around the bases at Capoli's Field. Here comes the 3-1. Walters. That one fielded. Throw over to first. In time for the first out. Now Gatlin Kaufman comes up to the plate. Now Kaufman comes up with the one away in the bottom of the fifth. Kaufman swings through strike one, 0-1 the count.
1-1 to Gatlin Kaufman. Now, nobody on. Bottom of the fifth.
0-1. One out. Nobody on for the center fielder, Kaufman.
0-1.
Takes strike two, 0-2 the count. Comes the 0-2. Kaufman swings through strike three. Now Ezra Beamer comes up to the plate, playing second. Takes ball one, 1-0. Hartung on deck. Here comes the 1-0 to Beamer. Takes outside, 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Takes high, 3-0. Mifflin County's only gotten shut out one time this season. That was game one of the doubleheader where the Huskies were at an all-time low, getting shut out. Here's the 3-0 to the second baseman. Takes strike one. Huskies were 1-3. They just got shut out. Then they got the energy up in that second game. They won the second game and improved to 2-3. They rattled off 5 straight as Beamer pops that one foul to play. The scoreboard will be lit up. But nonetheless, for the Huskies this season, at one point they were 1-3. They beat Cedar Cliff and then Mechanicsburg, improving back to 500. Rattling off 3 more after that, improved to 6-3. Takes high, ball 4. Beamer will reach first base. Now Hartung comes up. But then the Huskies played State College. Lost to State College, and then they rattled off 2 more until they lost to Greater Latrobe and the Curve Invitational. Since then, it's been 4 straight for the Huskies. Takes outside, ball 1. They won the last 5 league games, and they finished 10-4 in the Commonwealth. Takes high and inside, 2-0 the count. Mifflin County 10-4, Chambersburg 9-5. We have a timeout call. My apologies. The Husky dugout was saying, quote unquote, scared of 7. Referencing Chase Hartung's numbers. He has big muscles. I got a laugh out of Hartung, laugh out of Coach Hoppel, pretty much a laugh out of everybody. There's a runner on first, 2-0, 2 outs. So here comes the 2-0 to the varsity QB1 from last season. Takes strike 1, 2 on the count. Every league game this year has been finalized. Mifflin County claims first, followed by Chambersburg in second. Cedar Cliff takes third. That's above the head of Hartung. 3-1 the count. Then I went Mechanicsburg on Tuna State College. 4 through 6. CD got 7th, and Cumberland Valley finished 8th place. But all teams very competitive. Pick off, and they safely. Just to show how tough the league was, Mifflin County had to come from behind in game 1 against Cumberland Valley. Team that finished last place in the league. Here's the 3-1 to Hartung. Fouled back. Count goes full. Runner will be off. But nonetheless, they had to come from behind, down 4-1, or 4-0 at one point. And then they needed to score 11 and a walk-off game against Cumberland Valley at Capolia's Field. Runner will be off. Here comes the payoff pitch to Chase Hartung. Hartung fouled it off. We'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Scoreboard is lit up and a runner on first. The payoff once more. Takes outside. Hartung with a hard-fought at bat. He'll be on first base. Now Beamer comes up to the plate with his brother on second. Calls time. Takes low. 1-0. One out, 2 away, 2 on for the Huskies. Tying run at the plate. Beamer fouls it back. 1-1 the count. We saw Beamer a lot on the early point of the season. Then once Smith came in, somebody had to move out of the lineup. Couldn't afford to lose the bat of Leister, so they moved him over to left. And then Beamer, I wouldn't say got the boot, but he's been a key part in this Huskies run still. Takes 2-1. Beamer's fighting in along the bat as the sun is glaring down at Capolia's Field for the last time this season for the Mifflin County Varsity Huskies team. 2-1. Takes strike 2. 1 strike away from getting out of the frame. No damage done. Here comes the 2-2 to Beamer. Beamer hits that one back up the middle. They're going to send Beamer around from third to home. Play at the plate is safe. Now Beamer. Huskies cut the lead to 2. Now that will be it for the starting pitcher. Went 4 2/3 of an inning against Dane Hanna, but that'll be it for Hanna. And coming into the game, Josh Ludlow. When we return, bottom half of the 5th, Huskies already brought in 1. When we return, we'll see how this one plays out. Nope, go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. So now Schaefer will come up in a big spot here for the Huskies. My apologies. Runners on the corners. Huskies trail by 2. We're on the bottom of the 5th. Schaefer going to first base. This will be the third first baseman. That's high. Ball 1. Takes ball 1 on deck. Be Lucas Shaver for the Huskies. He'll be in place of Lepley. 1-0 they count. Sets, fires. That one ripped down the line. It is foul. Looked really good just down the line. A little too much. Little touch too early. Corners. 2 outs. Throw down to second in time to end the frame. That'll be the end of the inning. Huskies still trail by 2 when we return. 2 innings left to play at Commonwealth Field. We welcome you back to Commonwealth Field. New faces everywhere. Now behind the plate, number 9, Lucas Shaver. Colin Bush at first. Or no, my apologies. Bush is at third. With Hartung at short. Beamer, Ezra, at second. Then first pitch, takes strike 1. Schaefer at first. In the outfield, it's still the same as it was in the last inning. Huskies have 2 players left on the bench, and we expect to see them in at some point in this remaining 6 outs. McKnight on the bomb. That one hit him. Oh. Looks to be pretty good. He'll take a late 90 down to first base. Takes ball one. 1-0 the count. Takes outside. 2-0 the count. Here comes the 2-0 from McKnight. Takes strike one. Mifflin County trails by 2, but is scored in the bottom half of the 5th. Swings through strike 2, 2-2 the count. Here comes 2-2. That's high. Count goes full. Count goes full. Here comes the payoff. Club foul out of play. We'll do it again. Here comes the payoff from McKnight. That's high. Runners on first and second. So now you're going to have a courtesy runner at first base for the Wildcats. Wildcats lead by 2 on 6 hits with 1 error. Huskies have 1 run on 4 hits with 1 error. That 1 error has been the difference, though. It's a weak dribbler with the bases loaded. Takes ball 1. Ball 1. First and second, nobody out. Here comes the pitch to McKnight. Swings through. Throw down to third in there safely. Takes low and away. 2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. Now we got a little bit of a pickle game here. Walked them back to first with the runner on third. Smart play from Hartung. 3-1 the count. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Takes strike 2. Count goes full. McKnight cannot throw all of last year, but the senior gets the nod today. Really cool to see. Because we know McKnight has definitely a bunch of star power. That one's going to get the way. The runner's going to take home. Play at the plate. There is none. 4-1 is now the score. Time is called. Comes pitching coach Brett Leister. But for the Huskies, the goal is to get everybody into the game. Huskies have done that all but 2 players. Expect to see one of them maybe throw in the 7th. But really, it's a big question mark. They're going to keep McKnight in. First and second. First pitch in the dirt. 1-0. Nobody out. One already threw in the frame. Takes outside. 2-0. Nobody out. One already threw top of the 6. Takes low. 3-0. Takes strike 1. 3-1 the count. Takes ball 4. Bases are loaded with nobody away. We are going to have a new pitcher coming to the game. Cohen Leister now comes up to the plate. Or he will come in on the bump for the Huskies. It'll be all for McKnight. When we return, we'll see how Cohen fares with the bases juiced, nobody away. Well, don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to Capolias Field. We go from a senior on the bump to a freshman in the form of Cohen Leister. First pitch. Pop straight up. Catcher gets under it for the first out. Infield's playing in. Takes high. 1 out of the count. takes outside. 2-0. 1 away. After this game, all the seniors are taking their final cuts in their final lap around the bases at Capolia's Field. It's in the dirt. 3-0 the count. Here comes the 3-0. Takes high. 5-1 is the score. In the top of the sixth. Takes strike one. 0-1 the count.
One down.
Takes ball one.
Break all the way in 1-1.
One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Takes strike two. 1-2 the count. Takes ball two. Two's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 already through in the frame. 1 out. That one popped. They're going to call it a catch by Walters out in the left field. Very impressive catch by Walters. Takes outside. 1 of the count. Swings through. Strike one. 1-1 the count. Pop out of play. Huskies 1 strike away from getting out of the frame. Take strike 3. Struck him out. Leaves the bases loaded. Huskies trail by 4. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to Capoli's Field. Bottom of the sixth, Huskies trail by 4. Schaefer lays off, ball 1. Huskies only have 1 loss at home this season. Takes ball 2 in the dirt. 1 loss at home was against Cedar Cliff. 7-0 final score. That's when the Huskies were at their lowest point in the season. Here comes the 2-0 to Schaefer. Sets, fires. That one hit over the second baseman, and it'll get down into right field for a base hit. Runner on first. First pitch. Pop foul out of play. Coming up to the plate, Shaver.
No balls, 1 strike.
1, nobody away. Bottom of the 6th. Here comes the 0-1. That one shot down the line. 5, 4, 3s, and safely gets the lead runner, but it will 2-leg out runner at first. So Bush comes up. Holds off. 1-0 the count. 1-0, 1 away, runner on first. Huskies down to their final 5 outs. Holds off. 2-0 the count. Two-0. Runner on first. Huskies trail by 4, trying to inch their way back. That one shot. That's going to get through the gap. Husky dugout getting loud for Bush. Bush has his first hit of the day.
1 out.
1 away. First and second. First and second. Coming up to the plate, number 20, Cohen Leaster. Takes outside. 1-0. Here comes 1-0. Swings through. Strike 1. 1's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here comes the 1-1. Takes outside. Pick off back to second. And there safely. 2-1 the count. After the game, seniors will have their final cuts and a lap. Here comes the 2-1. Takes outside, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Take strike 2. Leister is on his way down the first base line. Count is full.
1 out.
Time is called by Kellen Leister.
Good. 1 out. Load up the bases.
Here comes a big pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Swings through strike 3.
Going Leister.
Leister will go down swinging.
2 outs.
2 away in the bottom of the 6th.
Yep, Junior Wildcats.
First pitch to Walters. Take strike 1.
Bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Central Mountain.
Huskies trail by 4. 2 away in the bottom half of the 6th. Here comes the 0-1 to Walters. Had a great play in left field. Last inning, that one poked right into the first baseman's glove. That'll end the frame. Wildcats look to add on insurance before 3 outs away from picking up a road victory at Capolias Field. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to Capolias Field. My apologies for the laughter, but Colin Bush, third baseman, didn't realize he was still in the game. He thought he was replaced. Big laugh built on the Husky dugout there. Good to see the spirits still high, even though the scoreboard is not favoring the purple and gray. Have time called.
Out.
That one chopped down the line, foul. Swings through strike 2, quickly falls behind 0-2. 1-2 then on the count. Fouled back. 1-2 still. Takes outside. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Takes high. We'll go full. He struck on that. Adams swinging at the high and end shed. Still 1 away in the top half of the 7th. Takes ball 1. 1-0. Huskies' next game is next Wednesday. District 6 6A championship game against the winner of State College in Altoona. Last year, Mifflin County had to be the 3 seed. They made their way to the finals and was 1 run shy of becoming champs from the 3 seed. This time, you could argue they have a lot better of a roster at the hitting aspect for sure. And pitching has been made up for. Strike 2. But nonetheless, for the Huskies, they don't have to play that game on the road, unlike last year. 2-2. Takes outside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now here comes the payoff. Fouled back. We'll do it once more. But now, Huskies had to play at Altoona last year. That game was at a neutral site due to weather. Payoff. He struck him out. The freshman is looking in demand. Leasters faced 2 batters, 2 strikeouts in the frame. Karstetter coming into the game now. You don't see freshmen coming to the game very often, almost ever at high school level. Takes high, 1-0. Unless you might have one of the best freshmen in the state. That might be the only way you see a freshman at the varsity level. Here's the 1-0. Popped up behind us. Hit the road behind us.
Two down in the inning. They'll be on top of the 7th.
Huskies having a bullpen game here. This is their 5th arm. Takes high, 2-1. Takes high, 3-1. Here comes the 3-1. Take strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
3-2. 2 outs. Top of the 7th.
The payoff. That one ripped down the line. Foul. We'll do it again.
Out in the inning, nobody on.
Leister to strike out the side. The payoff. That one hit into left. That's going to get down. It's going to be a fair ball. Runner's going to take first. He'll stay there.
Karstetter aboard. Pinch hit single. Frank the batter. Out. Huskies.
Takes ball one. 1-0 the count.
No strikes count.
Takes high 2-0.
Together the Thunder first base.
Takes ball 3. 3-0.
Go out.
Takes ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. Time called here by Coach Ray Hopple.
Getting out of this inning. Turned out the first two swinging. Coach Hopple. See what comes out of this meeting. County 15-5 on the season.
So Leisner's going to stay in here, try and get the final out. Takes strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Takes outside. 1-1 the count now. That one hit. Bush, throw over to first. That one just off the mark. That one's out of play.
Throwing there, another E5.
Score is 6-1. That one, we'll just say, just missed the mark. Great job by Bush to make the play. The throw, on the other hand, might have got a little too excited. That's what we'll go with. First pitch, at least you're fouled out of play.
No one to start the at-bat. 2 outs. 6-1.
Wildcats lead by 3. Check swing. Dribbler, throw over to first, in time for the final out. Huskies need to put up 6 in 3 outs if they want to win this one in 7 innings. When we return, we'll see how the bottom of the 7th plays. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to Commonwealth Field. Bottom of the seventh, Huskies need to score 5 within 3 outs if they wanted to tie the game, as there's strike one on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. That one chopped to second, should be routine. Throw over to first. They're going to call him out. Looked safe from our POV, but on a bang play, they're going to call out. Great hustle from Kaufman. Takes strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Takes slow in the dirt. 1-1 the count. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. You know, we're in May. Takes inside, nearly hit Beamer. 2-1 the count. But I'd like to thank everybody who has supported, helped, even just watched one stream. I'd like to thank you for your support of Mifflin County Baseball over the whole season. That's inside, 3-1 the count. But, not even over the baseball season. I'd like to thank everybody. If you've watched one stream, whether it was football, basketball, wrestling, soccer, field hockey, if you helped with a stream, if you supported the stream in any ways, that one's low on Beamer. I'd like to thank you for your support. Without the fans, without the help that we've had in the media crew over the season, without the help of Coach Hoppel, without the help of media teacher Mr. Erto, none of this would be possible. I'm just a kid with a camera and a microphone. I express my full gratitude to them over the past two years that I've been broadcasting here. Almost doesn't feel real that the time is now coming to an end here in the last regular season game of the 2026 season. 1 out, runner on first. Beamer after walking. Takes low. 2-0 the count. Here comes the 2-0. That one hit back up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Gets through. Runner thought about going to third, but Beamer will stay at second. Now his brother comes up to the plate, Joel Beamer. Huskies need to score 5 within 2 outs. But Mifflin County and Central Mountain have the same amount of hits. It's just Wildcats have been able to capitalize on their opportunity, something the Huskies have been really good at this season, but the hits have been spread out for Mifflin County. That one fouled back out of play. Central Mountain has 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Mifflin County 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors. Beamer, dead ball, 0-2 the count. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Joel Beamer. Sets, fires. That one blocked in the dirt. Will get away, though. So now there's 2 in scoring position for the Huskies. So it was a walk, Single up in the middle, and then a wild pitch has got us 2 in scoring position with 1 away and the bottom of the 7th. Huskies need all 3 of these guys to cross the plate, then the next 2 to tie. That one hit him in the helmet. He will be bases loaded. Now coming up to the plate, Liam Schaefer. Tying run is on deck for the Huskies. First pitch to Schaefer. That one spiked into the dirt. It will be a 6-2 game now. Here comes the 1-0. Runners on second and third. That one clubbed left center field. Center fielder will get under it. The runner's going to tag up. There's a 6-3 ball game now. Now Huskies need 2 in. They need 3 and 1 out. My apologies. Coming up to the plate, number 9, Lucas Shaver. Take strike 1. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1, 2 away. Runner on second. Blocked in the dirt. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Huskies down to their final out of the regular season. Now down to their final strike of the regular season.
2 outs. Runner at second. 6-3 Central Mountain.
Wildcats lead by 3. This could be the final pitch of the game. Huskies' last game of the regular season. Time's called. Get a deep breath here. One, 2, 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Foul tipped. We'll do it again.
For the pair in this inning. Not in their favor. That's their final strike.
Here comes the 1-2.
2 strikes, 2 outs to Lucas Shaw. Runner at second.
The payoff. Fouled off. We'll do it again. One, 2, still the count. Comes the 1-2. That one grounded to third. This should be it. Throw over to first in time for the end of the game. Huskies drop this one 6-3, and that will end the regular season with a 12-6 record. That's going to do it for me in the broadcasting booth. My name's Aiden Stevens. We will see you next Wednesday for the District 6 6A Championship. Don't go anywhere, though. The seniors get their final cuts and their final trip around the bases. My name's Aiden Stevens. Have a great rest of your week.
Ryan, go pitch. Ryan, throw your pitch. Go. Now. Right. You gotta start walking down so you get there tomorrow.
Yeah, he's good at dissing people there. He did it to me. He like walked right by. That's pitching to you.
Go, Brian!
Well,
Yes. I heard you out there.
Yeah, right there.
chuck and duck, Brian. He can't duck.
Hide behind the all screen. He's gonna hit you the first one, you know that, right?
That's the heater, Ricky.
Bobby.
Hey, that was
Still partner, let her rip. See that video, Kyle? Still blowing. Let's go, boys.
If I'd have known you guys were going to be so successful, I'd have put you guys in. Yeah. He's probably Hey, if he swings and misses at that.
There we go.
Hustle. Holy cow.
Almost missed the plate.
Yeah. Hey! Yeah, we know it.
I got this space.
Go, Petey. Go, Petey. Yeah.
Slides.
I don't want you to trip over the patch. You got one.
Oh, you got to stretch
That's Callie. That's it. I'm just right there.
Maybe.
Oh!
I don't know the Belltown would have held that with them. I don't know. What's up? Yo, McKnight! He's from Texas. Come on, warm up. It's gotta be the point. He's calling a shot. Let's go, McKnight. Get it down just a little bit low. Out the mic. Oh. Down, McKnight. I like the shot. Not fly that first one. Go high first. Go high first. Going. Oh yeah. Corey, get back out there. Yeah. All-time pitcher. Wait. Come on, Link. Hit one of the scores. Yeah! Stop. Hey. Nice, boys. Hit the basketball. Whatever. Let's try it down. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you gonna swing it? Hey, you're such a Phillies fan. This is gonna be a fun. Hey, you get out here next. Yep.
Going yard.
Right back up the middle like that.
There it is.
Yeah, man.
All time Reed still picked it. Please pull him out.
Oh. Right.
That was a cracker.
Good for flinching.
Glasses.